G'day everybody, it's Max and welcome to Farming Simulator 19, the Holiday Edition. That's right. Now, this is one of the games I didn't get a chance to play this year on the channel, but I actually have played a lot of Farming Simulator through recent years. And, of course, I thought for the holiday season, we would take this little extra opportunity, now that Farming Simulator 22 has just come out, thought I would show you one of my mega farms in Farming Simulator 19 and take a little tour of it. Yeah, because I got quite the setup. I got a setup going on, right? So I thought I would bring a little holiday cheer for those Farming Simulator fans out there. Even though we didn't get the time to play it on the channel this year, and yes, with Farming Simulator 22 that it has just come out, it is unfortunate that I again you only have so much time to play so many games. And in this case, with Infraspace and Icarus and all those things coming out at the same time, unfortunately, there was just no time for me to part this one in. But not to say I don't want to show off this great, cool farm. So I thought, you know what, for a holiday video, let's have a look at my really cool farm in Farming Simulator 19. Let's get to it. Okay, we're into the farming game. That's right. And I'm just here in my standard pickup truck. This is Felsburn. I believe it's the European map, in the default European map in FS19. And let's zoom out a little bit so you can actually have a look at my main location homestead. So now this is my main location where I store a lot of my equipment and materials. Of course, over here, I guess to my back left would be my horse pens. Of course, we have dedicated tractor feeding for them, of course, to keep them cleaned up. All the 9 yards there. In the far back, what you'll see is 3 sets of garages. We'll have a look at those in a second. And then, of course, here, just to my closest right, we have the garage and the gas fueling station and a few other things, of course, to keep them all maintained and maintenance. We have storage barns over here on my right, which, of course, store things like wheat, and silage and stuff for the horses. We're going to have a look at my main storage center afterwards once we have a look at our main equipment locations. And we have some extra trailers over here with just some of the extras that I've farmed up over time and just ran out of room. I had no room left to put anything left into these barns. We do have some mods running, and of course, as you can see over here, we have actual signage showing certain things. And unfortunately, it's really hard to see. But basically, these barns are totally full of wheat and barley and stuff. And this, of course, should be also showing full barns there. We'll have a bigger example of those electronic signs when we actually go exploring around. But let's have a look at just some of my main equipment barns here. The barn here on the right is my main equipment barn for all my tractor usage. So things like, for example, for baling, collecting, gathering together all my grasses, the mowing, and all that stuff is here on my right. I do corn on the odd occasion, so I do have a corn header, but most of the times I usually stick to the standard wheat, oats type of grains. We do have the ability to create new fields, obviously, so we have those. And I have multiple trailers here of fertilizers and options like that, and weeders, so as we can go through and fertilize and weed several fields at once. Now, why would that be? Well, that's because I own a lot of this map. I own a lot of map. So I own fields 11, 12, 13, 14, 21, and 22. I own fields 18, 19, 27, and 10. And I got a lot of fields on the go. I might even own 25, 26, 27. I can't remember how many fields I own now. I own a lot of this map. I own a lot of map. So I got a lot of harvesting on the go, right? So, I've got, my medium tractors and all the things handling all that type of equipment. But now let's have a look at our bigger equipment. So I have three seeder equipment because of all the fields I got going on. I have not one, not two, but three full seeder fertilizer tractor setups. And we'll flash over to one of those using the Case IH Quad Track 620s. Oh, yeah, these things are awesome. I love these things. Yeah, woo, you betcha. These things are amazing, right? But of course, all of our fields at the moment looks like they're all planted out pretty hard. Looks like we got lots of stuff growing in them. In fact, I should have a look at that on the map, huh? Saving content. Yeah, so I got lots of oats going on here at the moment. You'll notice field 19 and 20 aren't used anymore. That's because it's basically a huge parking lot here now. It's not real. So we got lots of oats growing in 7, 10, 18. Over here, of course, it looks like I've got soybean growing in 11, 12, 13, 14, 21. And that is why these tractors here are parked at the moment. I would probably had just finished washing this one up and was getting ready to park it when everything wrapped up. So in this case, let's bebop around in the truck a little bit. Yep. Let's go have a look at the other side. So that, of course, is what you see here underneath these barns here. This storage area is all my seeder tractors, and of course, they do. There's a lot of fields to seed all the time. Now, over here in this barn section are my harvesters, and of course my field maker. Let's see if we can't get down in here a little bit. So I have three harvesters. You'll notice they're in different colors. So I have a case, and then of course I have a couple of extras. And I would have made these all case, but except that you can't change the colors. And the colors for me are actually really important, as you'll see here shortly. This, of course, is my Mega Field Plow, which, of course, we use one of my 620 quad tracks to create new fields when we have to. And, of course, we have, rollers and the appropriate, extra cleaners and all that wonderful equipment to make that stuff work. Now, why do I have the color scheme going on? Well, that's because when we're usually doing harvesting, we're usually harvesting up to three sections at a time. And we're doing a lot of harvesting. So we're going to actually drive out this way to go to another part of my farm. Yep, we're going to drive out this way. And believe it or not, there is a little bit of a back road here. Yep. So you can see all my fields, and I've combined a lot of these fields. So this over here is my storage section, and it is awesome. And of course, as you can see here, whoa, don't turn in there too fast. You can see I have color corresponding trucks to go with them harvesters. Now, that's because we will send a truck and a harvester off to the corresponding fields, and of course, the trucks and the fields all work together. Now, I did a lot of selling here, so I really probably don't have too much in here. I have 575,000 oats and only 56,000 soybean. I'd done a big soybean sale just before where I stopped playing last time. And of course, as you can see here, the trucks come in, they unload into here until I can get better prices. We have lots of storage up to 800,000. And of course, then once I get the better prices, I actually use all three trucks to keep rolling off all the material that I have stored up until such time as I can either sell almost all of it or keep it or whatever. So in this particular case, I don't think we actually have anything harvestable, which that's a little too bad, right? It is growing, yeah, it is growing, but it's not ready to harvest yet. So you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna bring it back when one of these fields is ready to go. And we'll take out one of the harvesters. and the trucks, and we'll set them up and get some of these fields harvested. And you'll notice they're like all kind of in the same area, and that's again why we've got the 3 setups going. And they'll do this all at once. They'll all harvest at once. We fertilize all at once, and then we go ahead and we plant all at once with all the planters, and of course then we set everything up. But we'll get this all set up to do a harvest here, and once the harvest is ready to go, because this looks like it's going to pop anytime now, and once it does, we'll bring you back and set it all up. Okay, we're good for harvest. Yes, harvest is ready. So let us get the equipment ready to go, get up and running. So we need you off to the fields here on the right, mister. You have work to do, and you had better get ready because you've got a lot to do today. Yes, sir. Okay. So. I believe we set this up, and yeah, I knock over a few signs. Hey, I own all the land. I don't care about the signs. So, let's get this one set up here, and we'll get him up and running. I usually run them crossways. So let's get him running this way over here. Yep, get you backed into here, big guy. You know how this works. We gotta get the header down. V. Q, B. You betcha. And of course, we're gonna get you started, and we're gonna H this to hire a worker. So worker has been hired. Okay, let's get that second harvester. No, nope, not you. Yep, harvester number 2. No, actually, we want the other one. Okay, there we go. Let's roll. Yeah, you betcha. Where am I sending you, my good friend? He is going to handle that field. I'm going to send you to field 14. That is what I'm going to do with you. Yep. So you'll notice there that our first harvester is working away. We'll get this one over here to field 14. He'll actually handle field 14, and these 2 fields here on the right is what he's going to handle. So we'll just bebop him over here. Yeah, let's go, big guy. Yeah. All right. You betcha. And these fields have all been set up for these harvesters. Of course, one of the big things about FS playing in general is about how, equipment tends to get hung up with your farmers and guys like that. I've managed to set up a lot of these fields to handle a lot of that problem. There are still a few little field pieces that don't work right, and you do what you can, right? You do what you can. But, so let's lower that header. B, let's get that header started. Yeah, let's get in there, big guy. Yeah, dig in. And let's hire that worker and get him going. And now let's get back to Harvester 3. You've got a lot of work to do, mister, because you got to get going on the fields on the other side here. And this takes a lot of juggling around. The bigger fields are one thing, but of course I do have some smaller fields that I'm dealing with at the same time. And, of course, they can wrap those fields up pretty fast, so I got to keep a close eye on them, right? So, you betcha. There we go. Yep, swing you around there, big guy. We're going to V, we're going to B, we're going to plow you in there. Yeah, and we're going to get an H on you. And off you go. Okay, so now we got to get some trucks going, right? So, let's see. Where's my trucks? Okay, we'll take Mr. Green truck here first. He knows where he has to go. He's got to go down here on the far right, and we're just going to get him parked down there to get these so as when that first harvester is just about finished loaded up. Of course, we'll be able to then get him loaded up. And whoa, I took that a little too fast, didn't I? Yep, it has been a little while since I've played, so But hey, look at them go, right? Harvest, it's harvest time, you betcha. And of course, we're gonna get him down here. Let me get these guys lined up, and of course, once I get them lined up, I'm gonna bring it back once they need an empty out, right? Because of course that's one of the things they need to do. So we'll empty these guys out. I'm pretty sure you're going down there really fast. Pretty sure I don't have the time control set that fast. Yeah, real time. I don't know why they're going so fast. Anyway, let me bring you back once we got some unloading to do. Okay, as the harvesters themselves are making their rounds, we're also getting ready to replant behind them. So of course we got the big cases coming out here to get ready for their field expansions, and of course these two are going to be handling once again here on the right-hand side into these fields. The one in front is going to handle these 3 fields, and this one here is going to handle 14 and the fields here on the right. So we're going to be handling that, and then I think I got to go back one. This guy over here, he's going to be handling this field on this side and the fields up there. So we'll let him, we'll just park him over here and let him do that and prepare for all that when he's ready to go. So we're just kind of letting things get set up. I notice I see one of the helpers is saying that they're all done their task. Of course, they're never done their tasks. Nope. Sorry, dude. I'm afraid you're not done. That's okay. I know you thought you were done, but you are not done. You can just come right back here, and you can just keep right on going, mister, because, there are fields to be done, mister, and you have better get to them. VB moving forward with H. Do the thing. That's right. I need you to keep going. There is no such thing as done yet. That's one of those things. Let's actually, in fact, that's what I want to look at here. You're running about 60%, so let's see if we can't get the truck up there. Nope, that's the green one. Let's get the red truck up there, get a little bit of emptying done when he gets ready to make this next pass. And, of course, that way, because he'll come up here, he'll make his turn, and then, of course, on his back down pass. Don't know why he left that little bit down there. AI computer, what can you do, right? I mean, everybody knows the struggles if you've ever played FS anything. AI tends to do some quirky things. No matter how perfect you make a field, no matter how well you do a thing, sometimes it just does what it wants to do, right? So yeah, okay, here he comes. He's gonna come up around. Of course, he's gonna then make his big turn. And you gotta love the computer when they're making their big turns, right? Like, they're very dramatic on the turning ratio, right? I mean, they got it all going on here, right? So it's all very entertaining. And, so he's going to do the big turn. He's going to do the big backup now, right? Because, all the things. And then, of course, we're going to pull up beside him, and hopefully he'll unload into us with a little bit of luck. We'll just pull right up beside him. That's right. He's going to bring out the pipe, and he should start to unload into us, no problem. There we go. Nice. This will definitely allow us to take some of the pressure off of his hopper, and he will just keep right on going as if like nothing ever happened. Everything is good in the world. Of course, as he is unloading, we, of course, are just watching how much we're filling up. We'll probably take this over and just dump it off anyway, even though we're not holding up a whole lot of stuff here. Yep. You're doing a good job, dude. Doing a good job. Right on. All right, we'll take this out of here, and we'll run this over here, and then we usually run up in here, and we'll dump that off. And this is when we come up into here, and we come up onto the scale, and yeah, unload them soybeans. And of course, we like watching the little numbers on the scale go up. Look at that. Yeah, 66. You betcha. And then, of course, we rush the trucks back out there because you gotta keep the trucks moving and busy, moving and grooving, because that's where we making the monies all the time. Now, I got into the horse game because, of course, in FS19 with the horses and stuff, it was supposed to be a relatively decent moneymaker. It never really did turn out that way. Horses, now chickens, of course, chickens are the bomb in FS19, just as they've turned out in FS22. Yeah, horses never really did turn out that great, so, I mean, I was always going to sell the horses off. But, I mean, I don't know, at the same time, I've just kind of I've been keeping them around because at some point in time. That's right. Yeah, dude. You do that. And I'm going to send this guy over here to start planting this field up. Because you're going to tell me you're done here like any second. I know you are. So we're going to send this guy down here. Oh, yeah. This is where we turn on the big stuff. Yeah, let's get it on. Yeah, Helper A. That's Helper A, all right. He thinks he's done with his task. Now, I had this measured up really good at one time. I'm pretty sure it's the line right here I need. And, this takes a little practice, right? I haven't done this in a while, so, I mean, I am a little out of practice. Maybe it's over just a little bit farther. Let's unfold the sowers. Yep, do the unfolding of the things. I mean, this thing is massive. This thing is massively huge. It is awesome. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so, I'm supposed to be over 3.5 swirls. So what we'll do is we'll fix that. I will fix the swirlage. I will... I know, and I mean, this thing is wide now, right? Yes. This is what you call farming equipment. None of this wussy stuff. Okay, so 3.5 swirls, I think it is. So starting from the outer edge, there's swirl 0.5. Yep, we are good to go. Swirl 3.5. Yep, come on, you can do it. You can do it. Right there. There it is. Okay. We, of course, want to turn... we got the seeders slow. Turn on the sower and hire the worker. Do the things, dude. Do the things. We want you to do all the things. Plant me all that brand new seed. That's right. Meanwhile, we got to go find your friends. Because it turns out... it turns out we need you, too. Let's go, dude. Turns out this guy down here, he's all done. Well, he's all done with this field. We'll unload him, and then we'll ship him across the road to do that mega field over there, right? But we'll unload him first, get him all undone and undressed, and away he can go. Yep. Stop the things. And because, of course, he doesn't have... pipe out. Yeah, pipe out that thing. We want to unload. Am I over the truck? Yes, there we go. That's right. Empty out. Boom, you betcha. Pipe back in. And, just must be just the terrain here. Must be the truck's a little off. I don't know why I have grass growing in the middle of the road. Hey, like I said, I've changed a lot of these fields to do a lot of crazy things. Now, the reason these fields are separate is because sometimes I grow just grass in that field over there. But in this case, we're just gonna run these fields like normal. We're just gonna run oats and soybean again. That's what we have it selected for, so that's what we're going with. Okay. Yep, you're ready to go. B, hire the worker, and away he goes. Yes, munch, all the things. You do that, my friend. You think you're done. No, you are far from done, my friend. You are on, where are we on the map on this one? Yeah, you're done field 14, but you now have to go across the street. Yeah, that's right. You've got fields over here that you have to do. Yes, the red harvester, of course, is going to handle this here. Actually, we'll take a little time to unload you while we're passing by the truck. Yep. And we'll just do an O swing out here, and then we'll send you across the street. Yeah, could you do that for me? Yeah, awesome. I really appreciate that. That's great. Awesome, and so that will swing you down and in. Now we'll send you across the street. I notice I must have used one of these fields as a grass field. Yeah, so as you can see, we've collected up the grass to get it ready, but I haven't harvested it. I just had no room left. I had no room left in the barns, and I guess I could sell some of it, but just never really did. Now, I see I must have misplanted something going on here, but that happens on the odd occasion. We're not going to panic on that too much. And I don't know, my planters must have got all excited and did a little bit of a pre-plant row of something. VB, hire that worker. Yeah, go do that for a while, would you? Okay, cool. You got a long way to go, my friend. I could send you to field 14 right now, I guess. Get you started, up and going. And this is what we do. This is what we do here in Farming Simulator. We have our mega farm doing the mega things. And of course, doing a great job. Great job overall, right? Just doing the do. I must admit, it's a very relaxing game. Once you're really set up, it's a really relaxing game. It's a lot of fun as an adventure to kind of get set up. And of course, we want to unfold the cedar. And then we're going to want to lower that cedar once it's all unfolded. Yes, look at that. Ooh, yeah. You know it. Boom. Show me all the things. Yes, and you're going to hate that fence down there in the corner, as you always do, but that's okay. I will fix you up. We're going to lower the row 3.5. We need row 3.5 here. Row 3.5. There we go. That's the row we want right there. Right there. So we want to lower the cedar and hire the worker and do the things. Okay, dismiss the worker for a second. Yeah, can you start the seeding process and hire the worker now? Yeah, drop that seed. Let's do this. All right, there we go. Better get that green truck out of there though. Because if I don't get the green truck out of there, it's going to get awful messy. You betcha. And this is what happens once I get all three fields going. I'm jumping between vehicles all the time. It's pretty crazy actually. You get jumped between the vehicles, and you're jumping from one harvester that's finishing up one field, and you're emptying him, and then you're jumping to the next field where the a seeder's going, and all the things. It can get pretty crazy once you get it all up and running, and it actually makes it pretty exciting. Because it kind of makes you wonder, like, can you actually keep up? Can you keep up with the three fields going on all the time? Whoa, oops, sorry, my bad. Oh, my bad. I know, that was my bad. Gee whiz, we kind of came up there a little fast. All right, come on, let's get it in here. Let's get it in here. Come on now. I realize it's been a while since I played. I'm a little rusty with the keyboard, but holy smokes, yeah, soybean that stuff. You betcha. Are you gonna show me the sign? No, it's not going to happen. I've got the wrong angle on it this time. That's fine. That's all right. We'll get ready to ship you back out. Yeah, you're going to close that now? Yeah, there you go. Good job. Good job. Okay, so let's get him back out there, of course, because, hey, there's always more to harvest. And now that he is on the other side of the road, we are going to want to make sure that he is ready for that. You betcha. As you can see, Mr. Harvester, he's making good time on this side. These fields are this field over here is a little bit smaller, so we'll just park him there. And looks like the harvester is finally. The case is always a little slower. The other ones, I think I've modified their speed a little bit because they were all running the same speed, but I think I might have change their mod settings to go a little faster. I know I definitely see I've changed their hopper settings to be way too big. But hey, you know what? Sometimes you gotta do a thing. Hey, Helper D has completed his task. Has he really? Well, he probably hasn't because I got another couple of big fields here, which we're actually going to set him up for here shortly. And just because we can, we're going to go... let's not do him just yet. We got to get you off the field, mister. Because if you're on the field when he comes along, you are going to mess him up. And that will be bad. So we're just going to park you right there. Okay, yeah, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. Yes. Oh. Pipe out. Is it out too far? Yes, you are out too far. Let's see if we can't fix that. There we go. Yes, get that dumped in there, and then we'll send you off to do that. You betcha. And, of course, this is what I do. You rush from place to place to place to try and get this all done as quickly as possible, right? So we're going to pipe in, then get him started down here on this next field. Now, the reason that I need him to get started on this next field is because I don't want my seeder to cause interference with the harvester, because they will crash into each other. They've done it many times. I know. And it gets a little messy when they do it. So, of course, we want to get him started down here and get him out of the way so as the seeder can come in here and then get started on his work. So, of course, that's what we're doing here. Okay, back up there, big guy. Yeah, there you go. Oh, Hell for F is blocked by an object. Oh, I'm sure he is. We're going to V. We're going to B. We're going to drive forward. We're going to H this. Boom. Off you go, big guy. Who's blocked by an object? I'm sure somebody is. Nope, it's not you. Well, not you yet. You will block things, though, eventually. So I'm going to turn you this way and drive you up here a little bit. Okay, that's good enough. Oh, I see you're a mess. Yeah, you don't look good. So yeah, you're blocked by your own object, dude. You know, you literally blocked yourself on that one. How about you come on up here though, and you know, we'll let you seed this one down, right? Now, this is where it gets a little wasteful, but that's all right. We'll let you seed this one up, and then we want to turn on the sower, hire the worker. Yep. No. What are you doing? No. Move up. There we go. Are we seeding yet? Are you seeding? No, you're not. You're not seeding. Okay, what's wrong with you? Okay, we got them all selected up. I had to remember that it was G for me to select which part of the trailer, because this is a 3-part component, right? There is the tractor, of course, and then, of course, there is the seeder, or there is the seed holder, and then, of course, there is the sower itself. And depending on what part you're looking at, it has different controls. So I had to do a little bit of thinking, you know, for a second. Of course, we got lots of things going on here, and this is exactly what we want, right? We want this guy to be finish his first pass. We'll now get him. We'll get this guy ready to go. Let's unfold the sower. Yep, do the things. We like it when you do the things. And we will now get ready to do this. All right, and 3.5 swirls later. Whoa. It's a little hard to see through the trees. There we go. Right up about there, big guy. We should be just about lined up pretty. Maybe just a little bit to the left. Could be a little bit short on this one, but that's all right. We'll do all right with it. And of course, we want a G because we want to lower that sower. We want to turn on the sower. We're going to start, and then we're going to hire a worker, like so. Boom, and off he goes. Yeah, I'm a little short on the left there, but that's all right. He'll figure it out. Looks like he's got it all arranged, and off he goes. So now, with that, I'll bring it back one final time, just to kind of, see the equipment being put away, all that kind of stuff, and to wrap up this wonderful holiday special of FS19. Just a little bit of a show for a series we actually didn't get to play this year, but I still enjoy playing this game a lot. So I'll bring you right back for the final wrap up. Oh yeah, the seeder and the harvester drag racing up the strip. The seeder looks like it's gonna win big time. Looks like I'm going to have to park him for a few minutes while that harvester works on that last row and a half, because this seeder has been just catching up to him all day, and he is going to run out of space. So how about we park him for a second, We'll just park him right there, and at the same time, we'll empty this harvester out, and when I bring it back, we'll be washing them up. Okay, we're headed back in, and we've basically wrapped up everything, and all the fields are replanted. This, of course, is Team 1 finally coming back in. The harvester is already up here. Team 1, of course, Team 1's equipment, of course, its harvester is already up here. We're going to do a little bit of a switcheroo here and open up the cedar fertilizer, because the first thing we always do when I come back is I always fill up the cedar fertilizer from its run, because of course I mean these fields are huge fields, and of course they always tend to take up a lot of stuff. So we park up in here, and of course it wants to fill, so we say fill it with the seed. So that in this case, this one's filling up with the soybean, no problem, and shouldn't take too long because it only uses about 50%, but it goes through a lot of fertilizer. Of course, fertilizer tends to be pretty heavy. Now, to make this work, you actually have to back up off of that square just a bit. Then we open the second door, and then once we drive back on, of course, we get the chance to use fertilizer. And, of course, then we can fill the fertilizer tank up, and we're set to go. Next thing, of course, just to wrap this all up, is, of course, we like to wash the equipment down. I probably should do a repair run on this one, but just to save a little time, I won't do a repair run for this particular instance. In this case, we park up the equipment, and of course, then we jump out. We do a quick wash down of the things, because that's what we do. Boom, boom, boom. You betcha. Because you gotta have your equipment going back in clean, right? So you can see there is some wear on these treads. Like you can see the shiny parts on there; those should be black. So you can see there is wear on the equipment, and of course, I would usually run that through repair at this point in time, so it doesn't get too much worse than that. But in this case, I forgot to actually close up the handle on that. I'll have to do that in a second. But in this case, we'll just finish doing the wash up on that, just to get them all nice and clean, and sparkly, shiny. So it will go further. It's fine. Everything is fine. Don't worry about it. Of course, it doesn't realize it's, you don't think so, but I'll tell you right now, I bet you I get that tractor clean. It's not going to be a problem. It's going to be just fine. Okay, so, first things first, let's put the hose away. Yep, put your hose away, dude. All right, there you go. Right on. Next, let's get you put away, and, let's get the door closed on that. Get that all folded up, and we'll swing it into its storage area. So of course we have the nice big swathing turn here to do that, and there we go. As the other two are already parked, this one is now ready for parking, and sure enough, it is now done. I think let's have a quick look to see. This truck is 63% full. So let's see how much money we made on a 63% full truck of soybean. Now, keeping in mind, we only had $37,000 on this truck. We probably have, what is it, $500,000 back at the farm. So we'll empty this. We'll see how much money we get for this little load, though. It just happened to be the wrap-up of that last field, and, it wasn't a full load, and I thought, you know what, we'll just see how much money we get. So there's $81,000. That was only for 60%. I could have done, probably a good $150,000 on a truck, and I got $500,000 of soybean alone back at the farm, which I could then rush over here to unload before the price crashes, right? Because that's the challenge. That's part of the challenge. Yeah, and this road, I don't know who. This is like Bob's road. Whoever made this road, holy smokes, man! Like, give me a break. I realize it's the road to the train station, but it's what, the train station in 1870 or what? Because it's definitely not even close to 1970 train station road. So let's park this here. And of course, the other thing we want to do is we want to get parked up with the red harvester. Now that it is all nice and shiny clean, and of course we'll get that parked in here. There we go. Swing you around, and again, it probably could. I could probably extend it in for repair a little bit, but it's probably good for now. And you know, and with everything else all loaded up and ready to go for the next harvest season, we park these all in. We're good to go, and that's about it. So with that, that basically wraps up this holiday edition of Farming Simulator 19, which unfortunately we did not get to play this year. But at the same time, I thought I'd give you a nice little tour of it's a game. Look at that, I got 700,000 oat over here and 143,000 soybean. So I mean, I could, we could make monies. I mean, there's monies. That's what we do. That's what we do on this channel. We make the monies. We get the stuff and we make the monies, even in the holiday season. That's right. Of course, we got we got the trucks and the equipment all parked up again, as everything is all lined up. But I'm Max. This, of course, has been Farming Simulator 19, the Holiday Edition series, and I hope you enjoyed this little look at my big farm. At my big farm with my big operation. Yeah, we could have done lots of, extra fertilizing and mowing and play with the horses and the things. But you never know. We might come out with a series, and you're going to want to see all that action, right? We don't want to show it all in one video. Heck no. But of course, stay safe, be kind, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.